to do a video about range bags. My range bag is exactly what it is. Title says it's a range bag. It's not guns in it. It's stuff I take to the range. I have gun bags, and this is like a universal thing I always take when I go to the range. So I'm going to show you what I pack in there. And you could take less, you could take more, you could do whatever you want, but here's how mine usually works. First thing, this is on the bottom of the bag because I hardly ever use it. It's by Case Guard. I had this thing for God knows how long. You can set your pistol on here if you want to sight it in, rifle, whatever. It's really cool. It comes apart. That's what I like about it too. And it fits in the bottom. I don't even know if they make these anymore, but this goes on the bottom of the bag because I hardly ever use it. Next thing I use, I'm going to put in the bag, is this spray paint. I use Krylon white. Sometimes I throw a can of black in it too. Don't buy cheap paint. It just runs right off the steel. It doesn't matter. I put that in there. Never know. Deep wood off. Sometimes the mosquitoes will eat the crap out of you. I put that in there too. Another thing. Oh yeah. This staple gun's probably older than most of his. It's a real old staple gun, but it works. I put that in there with a box of staples. I put it in the bottom here too, right on top of the sighting thing. I use that to staple up my IDPA targets. Usually I take those out already on stands and stuff like that. This is stuff I just take to the range. What else? Oh yeah. All different kinds of scenarios I got on this clipboard and stuff, all kinds of paperwork. I stick that in there too. It goes in on the side. I usually keep that there. On the other side here, I don't know, it's kind of dark in there. I also got clips to clip the targets on and stuff, paper targets if I'm out there. What else did I put in there? Oh yeah, I put the pasters in there. Usually I put them on this side here. This side here I usually put the pasters in here. Usually what I do is, I got these targets. That's a Raymond of targets. It's nothing that big. I stick that over here on this side. And I take the pasters. There's regular pasters for the IDPA targets. I stick those over here. It seems to work. Also too, I like to measure mine. I don't like to be guessing. I usually take a 30-foot tape measure. I put that in there too. Probably put in there with the targets. On this side here, I just put other stuff. I bring a flashlight. You never know. That's a hula thing. In case you can't get the magazines, you know, they're tight or whatever to help load it. It works. I stick that over here too. Oh yeah, it's nothing fancy. It's just a dowel rod. You could probably might have one laying around the house. I just use one of these in case I get a squib load in one of the pistols, and I just put it in there and pound a few things on the bench, and it knocks it out. Thank God I don't have to use it. I don't even remember last time I used it, but I'll put it in there anyways. And they're cheap binoculars. If you're really that far away, you need to look at something. I put them in there too. Oh yeah, my timer. Usually, I got a pocket up front here. Yep, I just closed it. I got a pocket up in the front bag. I usually put it in there. A lot of times I just leave it open like that, with it just sitting in there. What else I put in there? Oh, yeah, they're from Peanuts, but it's a nice place to put all your casings. I do reload, so I save all mine. Also, too, in case that's not in there, I got plastic bags. I stick that in there too. I usually put the plastic bags off to the side here. Usually take ear protection. I usually keep one in my gun bag too, but I usually throw these in there too. And then as far as my eye protection goes, I have to wear prescriptions, so I usually just keep these in my gun bag too, whichever one, but I usually just throw it in the range bag too. I throw that in there. And what else? Oh yeah, tripod for the camera. Am I forgetting something else? I probably am. Probably going to do another video on it too. Oh yeah, and my camera stuff usually doesn't fit in. I usually just take it off to the side, but usually my gun bag. That's about it. And it seems to work pretty good for what I do. I usually, like I said, I usually don't carry my guns in here. This is just strictly for stuff to go to the range. So, I mean, it works pretty good. And usually what I do is I just take this one with me, and that's like my range bag. This way if I go out there with my other pistols, or even with my rifles or whatever, I got almost everything I need in there too, for that, as far as targets and stuff like that go. Usually I just carry, and I usually carry in there, in my gun bag, I usually carry a holster, magazine pouch, usually my belt, another holster. And I got pasters in here and stuff like that too. I keep extra targets in here in case I go to the range or whatever, like an indoor range or something like that, where I'm not going to need a whole lot. And I usually always, and people ask me how much ammunition you take to the range, and I'll tell you, I take at least 300 rounds of whatever I'm going to shoot, at least 300. And I don't feel like I shot enough if I don't shoot 200 when I'm out there. And that's about it. And like I said, I use that range bag, and if I take my Glocks with me, I usually take it, or whatever handgun I take with me. And everything's in there. I just have to take the gun and the bolts of the other stuff. And it seems to work out pretty good. That one always goes with me, the range bag. And if you don't use the stuff, you don't use the stuff. If you need it, you need it. You know, I usually don't take really too many tools or anything like that with me. I don't clean at the gun range. I come home and clean my guns. I really like to take my time. I don't want to lose anything out there, neither taking the guns apart to clean them and stuff. I know, whatever, but that's just me. Okay, hey, thanks a lot for watching. And like I said, talk to you next time.